Live from the Carl Chevrolet Studios in West Des Moines, this is Iowa Live.
Well, welcome back to Knoxville Raceway, everybody. We're just showing you some of the experiences you need to go through when you come to Knoxville Raceway, including Dinky Donuts. This is set up right next to where the ticket booth is, where the ticket office is, where the main entrance is, and we have tracked down the Dinky Donut dude. This is Jim Baker. He is the man in charge of all this here. So explain Dinky Donuts and why they have become such a hit at Knoxville Raceway.
Yeah, well, as a family, my wife and children and I, we've bought Dinky Donuts and brought them here to the races. They quickly became quite a treat for the drivers, the fans, and yeah, we've really enjoyed doing it. It's not very often you have someone come to the donut trailer and they're not happy. So.
See, it puts you in a good mood when you come out to the donut trailer, and you can see over here, Adam, if you come in, the Dinky Donuts are being put in the oil, and they float down the river of oil. Explain how long the donuts spend in that oil, and they're flipping out right now.
Yeah, so each donut takes about 40 seconds to cook.
Okay.
That particular machine there can cook 100 dozen donuts an hour. So
100 dozen?
100 dozen donuts an hour. So.
And what's the busiest you are? What's the busiest you have been?
During nationals, we are here, and we will cook out about 100 dozen donuts an hour pretty easily. So,
wow.
Yeah.
And do people use, it's like a dozen donuts, they're $6, extra toppings? What kind of toppings do you have for these?
So cinnamon sugar is the most popular.
Okay.
Then we have caramel, chocolate, vanilla, and then we have a special during the races we call the Dirt Track Donut.
Okay.
Which is Oreos, chocolate, and vanilla icing.
So it looks like it has dirt on it.
Looks like dirt. You bet. You bet.
That is awesome. Now, who's working the Dinky Donut machine
right now?
This
is my daughter, Hallie.
Hi, Hallie.
She's a senior here in Knoxville, and yeah, she works a lot for us in the summer.
All right, so who else do you have employed here?
Yeah, so my wife and my other daughter, Janae, work here as well.
Okay.
And then we actually have quite a group of kids that work for us throughout the year, all their friends that we've known for quite a long time. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
So what's it like being involved in the fabric of the experience at Knoxville by having the Dinky Donuts?
Yeah, there's really nothing like it, right? When you talk about racing, it's really just this very close-knit family of people growing up in Knoxville.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time here, so now to be part of it on a every Saturday basis, whether it's here or at the track, it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you are part of it in another way too. Light and State Bank is now part of the 410s. Let's walk this way. You got customers coming over here trying to get some Dinky Donuts. We're stopping your traffic flow.
Yeah, absolutely.
How important was it for Light and State Bank to be involved in the top level of sprint car racing at the most famous racetrack in the world?
Right. So Light and State Bank, we came to Knoxville in 2023. We have branches in 3 other, in Pella, in Lighton, Iowa, and in Monroe, Iowa.
Okay.
So we're a very small community bank, but when we came to Knoxville, it's really hard to not think about Knoxville Raceway and you're in Knoxville. And being a small community bank, when you talk about being part of the community, we were very excited to be a part of Knoxville Raceway.
Now you're also on, that wasn't enough, folks, he's also on the Fair Board, which keeps everything working. How long have you been part of the Fair Board?
So I've been on the Marion County Fair Board 5 years.
Okay.
Yep.
And what are some of the things that you're trying to push through on the Marion County Fair Board that are important to you?
You know, last year, it's just improving the overall experience, and we really focused really hard on that last year, from everything from the junior fan club that we have weekly for the kids, food vendors. We also added an elevator last year, which just helps the experience for fans going up and down the bleachers. So
right, and I'm glad you mentioned that too, because that's one of the things that we've heard from some viewers is that we'd love to go to Knoxville, but we're uncomfortable climbing the stairs, or we're not able to climb the stairs, and that extra elevator does give people an opportunity to get up to where they can see the racing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you would have to think that for some people the stairs were an obstacle,
yes,
and it may have kept them from coming here. So now we have that elevator. We actually have 3 elevators running all time.
3 now?
3 total elevators that keep fans moving up and down. We have one that just goes to the suites, and then we have 2 taking fans in and out of the stands.
So you really are being more and more accommodating for every type of fan that's out there.
We're really trying to just improve that overall experience for the fans.
Yeah. So you're part of the Fair Board, you're part of Lighton State Bank, and you're the Dinky Donut dude.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So you really have a lot of things going on, a lot of different hats that you have to wear.
I do.
Now,
Yep.
how fulfilling is that to you as a person?
You know, I love Knoxville. Being born and raised here, this is something that being a part of all those different hats, it really makes me whole. I really love being here, and I love being with the fans and being a part of a community bank like Lighton State Bank. It's just been a great experience. And then the donuts, obviously, with my family, with kids that I've grown up, coaching or whatever it may be. Yeah, it's just a full experience.
Yeah, that is amazing. Thank you so much
thank
for
you, Lou.
everything you're
Appreciate
doing
it.
here
Yeah.
at Knoxville. And actually, do you have any pull with the donut lady that's in there?
Yeah.
Who get one?
Yeah, we should get one to try.
Could we get one donut to try?
The dirt track? I have one ready.
Look at that.
Look at this here, folks.
The dirt track special.
Here's your Dinky Donuts.
Yeah.
You watch this commercial. We're going to eat the Dinky Donuts. We're at Knoxville Raceway, knoxvilleraceway.com for more information.